For today's video, we are going to have estimating the quotient. But before we proceed that, let's recall muna what is our previous video that would really help for us to solve estimating the quotient. So previous video, we have the mental division using the cancellation process. So I have here an example for us to recall how to use the cancellation process that we can use in estimating the quotient. So let's proceed with our next slide. So I have here 4,200 divided by 2,000. So using the cancellation, we need to identify which of the following has less zero. So doon tayo magbe-base kung how many zeros are we going to cancel. So we have here the dividend, which is 4,200, and then the divisor na 2,000. So to the 2, which is dividend and divisor, the less zeros natin is yung ating dividend, which is 4,200, because 4,200 has only 2 zeros while the divisor has 3 zeros. So therefore, sa dividend tayo magbe-base on how many zeros are we going to cancel. So we are going to cancel 2 zeros in dividend. Therefore, we are going to cancel 2 zero also in the divisor. So take note kung ilan lang yung ikina-cancel natin doon sa pinagbabasihan natin, ganun lang din yung ika-cancel natin to the other parts of the division sentence. So now we have canceled. Let's write what is the remaining number in dividend and divisor, which is 42 divided by 20. Now we will use here the division method to get the quotient. So here we have 42 divided by 20. So the answer here is 2. When we divide 42 by 20, our answer is 2. And then when we multiply, the answer is 40. And then when we subtract, the answer is 2. Because 42 minus 40 is 2. So since we cannot divide 2 by 20, this is now our remainder na tinatawag. So our answer in 42 divided by 20 is equal to 2 remainder 2. So meron tayong remainder. So ito yung tinatawag nating cancellation division using cancellation process. Now we know how to divide using cancellation process. Now let's proceed with our lesson, which is estimating the quotient. So etong cancellation process natin, makakatulong ito sa ating next topic, which is estimate the quotient. So in estimating the quotient, if you remember the word estimate doon sa ating previous video na estimate the product, ang sabi estimate, which is we are going to round off the dividend and the divisor to its highest place value. So yung dividend natin and divisor, i-round off muna natin siya sa highest place value. And then after that, we are going to check whether the dividend can be exactly divided by the rounded off divisor. If not, titingin tayo ng pinaka-closest number that can be divided sa ating divisor. Okay po. Next is to cancel as many zeros in the dividend as there in the divisor. So, eto na yung gagamit din tayo ng ating cancellation process. So, to further understand this one, let's have an example. 5,768 divided by 2. So, we are going to solve this using estimating, or we are going to estimate the quotient. So first, to estimate this one, we are going to round off both dividend and divisor to its highest place value. So the first one is 5,768. When we round it off to its highest place value, it becomes 6,000. Because 5 is yung digit na i-round off natin at ang katabi niya 7 which is greater than 5. Therefore, we will add 1 dun sa digit na i-round off natin and then the remaining digit to its right becomes 0. And then let's proceed with the divisor divided by. So round off the divisor. So this one becomes 60. So, paano siya naging 60? 6 is the digit that we are going to round off. And then, yung katabi niya ay 2, which is less than 5. Therefore, retain ang ating digit na i-round off. And then, the remaining digit will become 0. So, now, we have 6,000 divided by 60. So, we are going to solve this using cancellation before tayo mag-divide. So, of course, we need to see which of the following has less 0. Kung makikita natin, divisor has less 0 because meron lang siyang 1. Not unlike in dividend, may 3 zeros tayo. So, sa divisor tayo magbe-base. So, let's cancel 1 0 in the divisor and also 1 only in the dividend kasi 1 lang yung na-cancel natin sa divisor. So, the remaining is 600 divided by ayan. So, divided by 6 natin. So, now we can easily divide this. So, paano tayo magdi-divide? So, we can use the division method or we can divide only the digit na meron tayo which is 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1 and then just copy the remaining zeros. Okay po. Remaining zeros in the dividend if and only if the dividend has 0. Okay, so 0. So the final answer that we have is 100. So next example natin here, 614 divided by 59. So first again is to round off. So 614, it becomes 600. Then, divide natin by yung 59 natin, it becomes 60. So, pag ni-round off natin siya. Then, use again the cancellation process. So, ang less 0 natin is yung divisor. So, therefore, 1 0 and 1 0 ang ika-cancel natin. Therefore, the remaining is 60 divided by 6. So, we can divide the digit. So, 6 divided by 6 is 1. And then, just copy the 0. So, the final answer is 10. Okay? So, if and only if lang ha na ang ating dividend has a 0. Pero kung ang divisor ang may 0, so iba na po iyon. Okay? So, next naman natin, this example, 815 divided by 22. So, when we round off the dividend and the divisor, 800 divided, 800 because ang katabi ng digit na i-round off natin is 1 which is less than 5. Therefore, retain lang yung 8 and the remaining digit becomes 0. Divide natin by yung 22, round off niya is 20. So, we can cancel the zeros. So, base tayo sa divisor, 1, 0, and then 1, 0 lang din yung ika-cancel sa dividend. The remaining is 80 divided by 2. So, we can divide the digit 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4, and then copy the 0 which is 40. So, the final answer is 40. So, this is how we divide or estimate the quotient. So, remember, sa pag-estimate natin ng quotient, the first step that we are going to do is to round off both dividend and divisor. Again, round off both dividend and divisor before dividing it. Okay? So, pag na-round off natin, we can cancel or use the cancellation process bago tayo mag-divide. So, that's all, and thank you.